Hey everybody, how's it going? Terry back at you with another review, baby. Yeah! Alright everybody, today we are going to be checking out the illustrious, the legendary Isla Whiskey Snooze Loose. Yeah, I finally got a chance to do a review on Isla Whiskey Snooze. Today, you're gonna come on a ride with me and find out just exactly what I think of this. Hell yeah! Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna, as usual, start out with the packaging. In terms of the can, I really do believe that this is more or less like a 50s style to the can lid itself. Isla Whiskey Snooze, Laws, nice little design here, but then they got the freaking pinstripes. What the hell is up with that shit? Isla Whiskey Snooze! And then you have basically the legend sticker that shows up right here. This is Loss, and this is batch 57. And then you have the signature of the, this stuff here is supposed to have a little, just a tiny bit of that Isla whiskey in it. And we're gonna find out here in just a few minutes how that goes, whether or not it is a good flavor to this snooze. Now, first off, the moments you've all been waiting for. We gotta crack the can, bitch! Get to cracking. Now this, actually, I do like one more thing. I like the fact that this is an all metal can. It stands up to some shit. Alright. Holy shit. I didn't remember. Whoa! Whew. Might as well go with the smell first, because that just hit me like a sledgehammer. The tobacco scent to this is actually kind of surprising for me, because it's I wouldn't even say it's a richer type tobacco smell. The word actually that I would describe this as is a much deeper tobacco smell. Just, I don't even know if that makes sense to you in terms of descriptors, but this is a really rich and deep tobacco scent. And you can just barely make out, I don't know if it's the Isla whiskey, because I'll be totally honest with everybody here, I've never had Isla, all right? I've never had Isla whiskey at all, so I don't really know what the smell is. I know whiskeys, or some whiskeys, because I drink it. That actually smells really good. I mean, the scent itself, I don't know about the flavor yet, but the scent itself is really rounded out. It's just a tiny bit sharp without actually being that real pungent, like alcohol type scent. And the tobacco really shines through in the scent. So, all right, let's check out the grind, everybody. This is a beautiful little grind here. That is some beautiful stuff. It's dark and rich looking. Holy shit. And it's not quite fluffy, but it's not a solid brick, but it's not super fluffy like a pillow or anything either. Let's take a pinch. See that? I just barely pinched that into the corner of the can. She pinches nice. Woo! Yeah! Too much. Gonna take a decent lip there without getting too overzealous or anything. But that's probably 2 grams. Okay, maybe a little more than that. But it's not like some of my old pinches or anything. It's actually, let's go ahead and slough that off just a little bit. There you go. Nice little pinch. Okay, so we're gonna let this set for a little while here. When I come back, we are going to do our review on the lastability and the flavor. Right now, I gotta go off on another job here, but check it out. This, I'm like really proud of this. This is a room that you've probably seen in other videos. I'm not 100% sure, but I rearranged it. Everything was in kind of a U shape here for what will be the kitchen in the house. I changed it. I moved the entire sink cabinet around and gave it kind of an island type feel to it. So this is actually the placement that we're gonna have for this island, with the rest of the kitchen in behind the person who's doing the cooking. You know what I mean? I think it'll look really sharp once I get everything done. I've still got to set up the countertops, and in all fairness, this cabinet here, I'm actually gonna lift it another 1.5 inches, and then I have to build this setup out in order to allow for a much larger countertop. And it's gonna be a double level countertop, so you'll have the part with the sink in it and an open area to be able to do prep work or whatever. And then up here, raised up above that, is gonna be another platform that'll be like a breakfast bar type thing. So I think it's gonna turn out being really nice, all right? Super nice, friends. I'm serious, this is gonna be cool as shit. It's gonna look super good. Of course, we'll be living on a plywood floor for a while, but kitchen cabinets will look good. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go do my job real quick. It's a little burner service that I've got going on about 10 miles away right now. So I'll go do that, and when I come back, job is done, went really well, super happy with it. I threw in my second lip of this stuff. I just threw in my second lip of this stuff about 20 minutes ago, okay, on my way home. So now it's time for the review. I know, that was corny. But now it's time for the review of Isla Whiskey Snus Lost, baby. And actually, the flavor on this is not quite like the scent. The tobacco flavor in this is not nearly as deep and rich as the scent is. The scent of the tobacco in this really does almost blow you away. It's really nice. And it's different enough from the standard scent that it really hits you. It's like a wake-up call to your nose, right? Because you're not used to it in any other snus out there. Well, that I've smelled. Me. So it kind of takes you by surprise and catches your attention, right? The olfactory senses really kick in and say, what, huh, wait, huh? But the flavor is a bit different on this. I would say, honestly, that the tobacco flavor itself is more of a moderate style tobacco. It's not a super high-end tobacco flavor to it. It's not deep, it's not super rich. It's just really bold and there, right? Now, I do taste, but very, very faintly, way the hell in the background, that whiskey taste, okay? Don't get me wrong, I don't taste any pepper, no salt, just tobacco and whiskey, that's it. When I took the first lip out, there was a bit of an aftertaste, and that aftertaste was like that real mild whiskey aftertaste. The tobacco flavor went away before I even pulled it out, okay? So the lastability on this, honestly, wasn't that great. It was about 35 minutes, okay? I'm used to the normal lastability being about 40 to 45 minutes with loose, okay? This only lasted me about 35 minutes. Of course, I was working and carrying on, but 35 minutes to me is not great lastability. The packability of this stuff is fantastic. I got no mudslide off to the sides. You may end up getting a little bit down the face of your teeth if you pull upper deckers, like probably most of you do. In terms of mudslide, I got very, very little off to the side. Almost none, but not quite. The nicotine on this, actually fairly decent for a standard nicotine product. I believe this is registered or listed rather on snoozeme.com as being an 8-to-1 ratio. I can believe that, but it really hits, and it could be because of the whiskey, it hits a little bit harder than most 8-to-1 ratio snoozes, at least loose, that I've tried. I believe that's probably something to do with the whiskey helping the nicotine to penetrate into your system a little bit better. It's not super great, okay? Honestly, if I was gonna rate this, I would rate this probably a 3 out of 5. I'd rate this probably a 3 out of 5. Definitely worth a try, worth bringing into your rotation every once in a great while, but honestly, just nothing really to write home about, except for the can. The can is kick-ass. Well, that'll about do it for today, guys. As always, random acts of kindness every single day. Without fail, every single day, a random act of kindness to someone. A stranger, a friend, doesn't matter, just a random act. Continue to do that every day, and you will change your corner of the world. All right, everybody. Peace. I'm out.